Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about how to get in really good shape in 6 months. Like what I would do if I was starting off to get there as fast as possible. Guys, if you're new to my channel, you know that I'm dedicated to helping you get in the best shape of your life. This is the year for you to stop guessing and actually start doing and getting the results that you deserve. Guys, I've been a trainer for 16 years, and through trial and error with myself and many other body types, I figured out what's worked. And it's not as complicated as you think. You don't need to fall for any gimmicky diets, workouts, anything like that. You just need to do the following 5 things. And let me tell you, you are gonna get amazing results, get leaner, get in the best shape of your life. Guys, I'm turning 39 this year, and by following these things, I'm doing less workout with more results, and I'm getting leaner as I get older. I was always the type of person that just thought I was naturally gonna have to fight gaining weight my entire life. But let me tell you, everything's changed for me. My metabolism's changed, and it can change for you too. Listen up, girlfriend, let's go. So the first thing I would do is I would cut out all other workouts and strength train with intention. Strength training is the one type of workout that is irreplaceable. And I want you to save all your energy for strength training. There is nothing wrong with other types of workouts, but they will deplete your energy, so you won't be able to push as hard, lift as much, and get as much from your workouts if you're doing too much, if you're doing too much other stuff. So make sure you follow a structured program that emphasizes compound lifts, so big moves. I would really suggest not doing anything more than 3 days a week and full body workout that include movements like squats, hip thrust, lunges, deadlifts, chest press, rows, pull-ups. These are the moves that are gonna give you the most bang for your buck, so you don't need to be in the gym quite as long. With those compound lifts, you're also hitting smaller muscle groups. So when you do a pull move, you're hitting your bicep, you see? Pull. When you're doing a push move, you're hitting your tricep. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with bicep and triceps, but like 80% of your program should be focused on big moves that hit multiple muscle group in one exercise. And women, don't be scared. Muscles will not make you bulky. The reason why you feel bulky is because you're holding on to body fat. So if you build that muscle, your metabolism is gonna increase, and you are going to, in time, burn more calories every single day, and hence get leaner, hence get tighter. But one thing to remember is we are all structured differently, and you can't really change your structure. You can't really totally change your body type. Like, I am never gonna look like a Pilates girly, but I can get nice and tight and defined muscle on my body. And that's like, I thought I wanted to look like a Pilates girl, but I'm quite happy with how I look, because when I was depriving myself and doing different like cardio and those types of workouts, I wasn't seeing the results. I just looked actually more bulky then than I do now. The second thing I would do, which is probably the hardest, especially for women, is to eat enough to build. I've said this before, but the more you eat, higher metabolism. The less you eat, lowers your metabolism, right? There's a fine line. Sure, like overeating, over binging. No, that's not what we're talking about here. We're eating enough to fuel our body and to refuel. So prioritizing things like protein, carbs for enough energy, fats to balance out our hormones, like balancing out our meals and not paying attention to the noise. Guys, I eat before my workouts because I need to feel fueled. Some days I eat less, some days it's a snack, some days it's a full meal. You need to listen to how you feel. If you go into your training fasted and you feel like crap and you can't push, you need to eat more. Honestly, fasting is not great for most women, especially as women age. So be careful with that, all the noise that you're hearing. So no more cutting calories, no more cutting calories. If you want to rebuild your shape, you need to rebuild your metabolism from all the damage you've done from over dieting, over restricting, over cardio. So we need to eat, try to aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of muscle. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you're trying to hit 150 grams of protein. A quick tip that I do is I take 1 or 2 scoops after my workout of protein powder, a healthy protein powder, and then you can get 20 to 40 grams in like that. It's better for you to almost overfuel at times than underfuel, because in time you're gonna learn what works for your body, how to balance out your meals, and one meal that you overdo it at is not gonna gain weight, right? Just like if you undereat one meal, you're not gonna lose weight. So get to know your body on how much food you need to eat in order to feel your best. Guys, I have a huge appetite and I always was like, why do I need to eat so much? When I don't eat enough, I feel like crap and I can't get my workouts in. So I need to eat 3 meals a day, snacks in between. Are you like me? Maybe you are. I've gotten leaner by allowing myself to do that. Prioritize getting stronger in every single lift. Yes, you can track your progress to see how much more weight you're lifting. Focus on different biomarkers. Do you have more energy? Are you more flexible? Are you stronger than you've ever been? This is what I want you to focus all your energy towards. Don't pay attention to, am I getting smaller? Am I losing weight? Never pay attention to that. The scale honestly makes people lose motivation most of the time. So don't be tempted by ever stepping on it again. I threw away my scale and I don't even weigh my clients ever, because you don't need the scale. The scale is a useless number. It is not showing you your strength. It is not showing you how much more mobile you're getting. It's not showing you how much muscle you're building, how you're changing your body shape. Lean muscle is dense. It can't show you that on the scale. Get rid of it. I just freaking hate the scale if you can't tell. But check how your hormones feel, how your skin feels, how your sex drive feels. So number 3, focusing on different health biomarkers like sleep, energy, mood, hormones. This is what you need to pay attention to. Maybe have a journal. Start paying attention to what's feeling good, what's changing. And if you're a woman in her later 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, go get your hormones checked through a naturopathic doctor. If some of your hormones are really off, getting your hormones checked will make this process faster. Sure, you can heal it by yourself, but it may be a guessing game instead of going to somebody who's educated. And I would go to somebody who focuses on hormones naturally, natural. So beware. It is so hard to kind of track our own progress, but are people commenting or saying you look more fit, you look stronger, you look healthier, you're glowing? Take notes of that, because it's so hard for us to see it in the mirror because we are changing slowly and we see that change every single day. So it feels like nothing's happening, but it is, I promise. Even things like sleep quality. From exercising, you're gonna fall asleep better, stay asleep longer. Focus on those different lifestyle factors. Stress is reduced. I've had a client just recently, she cut down to twice a week of training with me, did it for I think like a month, and then wanted to go back to 3 because she said that her stress was lower with the 3rd session and she was more productive when she was getting all 3 workouts in. She decided to cut down to 2 because it was a really busy time in her life. But honestly, prioritizing strength training and putting the time in for yourself, getting healthy, moving your body, this is actually gonna help you perform better in all other aspects of your life, which I don't think enough people realize. Putting the time into that morning workout is gonna help you become a higher performer. Most super successful people still wake up really, really early and get their weight training in, and it's because it helps them perform at their best. There's a correlation here with prioritizing strength training and being a high performer in business, in life. And same for me, like the days I wake up and get my workouts in, I'm way more productive with work. A body in motion stays in motion, and a body at rest stays at rest. So if you're not exercising because you don't have the energy, you need to move your body to get the energy. Number 4, I would add a daily non-intense movement. And for me, you guys know I love walking, getting outside, getting fresh air and walking, because 2 birds, 1 stone. Fresh air, super important. More important than people realize, especially vitamin D. They're saying it's more like a hormone now. So even in the winter, cloudy days, you are getting some vitamin D, obviously a lot less, but getting outside, getting for a walk, it doesn't need to be long. I would start with a 20-minute daily walk, non-negotiable. 20 minutes. Get out there, you can listen to a podcast, be in nature, whatever. 20 minutes every single day, a nice walk. Seriously, walking, I don't know what has changed my life more, if it's strength training or daily walks outside, but the combo has helped me physically, mentally. I am just a more balanced person in here when I get my walks as well. But for you, that might be a daily yoga movement, it doesn't have to be the exact same, but I want it to be a low intensity way to move your body. Or maybe you're a dance party type of person and every morning you wake up and put on a good beat and you dance with your kids in the kitchen for 20 minutes. And number 5, the last point, is I would prioritize recovery. So this means sleeping enough, being really strict with my bedtime, being really strict with recovering enough. So paying attention to my cycle, tracking my cycle, those hard days, resting, allowing myself to rest, focusing on recovering, because active recovery will help you get better results. So when I'm really sore, maybe foam rolling, stretching extra, allowing myself to rest, taking an Epsom salt bath, like prioritizing resting every single day. To balance your hormones, to get leaner, you need to have enough recovery, enough rest. You need to be able to bring that cortisol down. You can't be in this fight or flight constantly. So how can you prioritize recovery? Just daily, what can you do? Can you make sure you're fueling at the proper time? So after your workout, are you getting a protein shake in quick enough? Are you making sure you stretch after your workout? Because that helps with recovery. You're getting to bed early. Are you doing extra foam rolling when you're feeling tight? Prioritizing recovery is gonna skyrocket your results, because the better you get at recovering, the faster results you're gonna get. It's not just about getting stronger, you need to recover faster. These are both extremely important in balancing your hormones, getting stronger, building lean mass. And like I've seen it myself. Over-exercisers, cortisol is up and they tend not to be leaner most of the time. Doing too much will spike your stress, so there is a fine line where you need to continuously bring that stress down. You need to bring that stress down, because overtraining can mess with your hormones and slow results. So you need to make sure you keep that cortisol down. It's going to look slightly different for everyone, but there's nothing that replaces weight training. So if you haven't given weight training a real effort, now is the time. Now is the time if you are looking to get leaner, get tighter, and you're aging and you feel like nothing is working. If you're in your 20s, I mean, everyone is aging, but if you're younger, if you start now, you are going to be way ahead of the game. You're gonna be able to stay lean forever. Strength training is the secret to gracefully aging, to youthfulness. I hope you love this video. Please share this with a friend. Get a program, start doing it with your bestie. And if you didn't know, I have a gym and home program. It's 3 days a week, full body training with a big emphasis on the legs and glutes, because those are our biggest muscle groups. Of course, we never skip arms, back, chest, core. It's all in the program. All you have to do is follow along at home with some dumbbells, or you can take the program to the gym. This will skyrocket your results. I've trained thousands of different women and with different body type, and it works no matter what body type you have. It's going to build their muscle in the right spots, get you more mobile and flexible, because I have a huge emphasis on mobility and recovery in the program as well. Everything is linked down below. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I hope this taught you something. It doesn't need to be complicated. You just need to stick with these 5 tips and push out the noise. Push out the noise, put on blinders, and go. Take a note, put it in your calendar when you started, because oftentimes it feels like we've been doing it longer than what we have. Are you giving it a real effort? Are you giving it 3 months, 6 months, a year, you know? Keep going. The longer you commit, the better results you're gonna have. And one day you're gonna wake up and be like, hot damn, I am one fit bitch. Bye.